Present day. 2024, Guantanamo Bay Detention Camp, Cuba. Interrogation Room 7. You're sitting in a metal chair. Hands cuffed to the table. Orange jumpsuit. Number on your chest, 4479. You've been here since 2017. 7 years. No trial. No lawyer. No charges. Just detention. Indefinite. Across from you sits a CIA officer. Late 40s.
What?
American. He's holding a file.
Your file.
He opens it. Prisoner 4479. Real name, Hamid. No last name on record. Age 37. Born 1987, Helmand Province, Afghanistan. Arrested January 2017, Quetta, Pakistan. Charges: international drug trafficking, conspiracy, money laundering, terrorism financing, Taliban connection. You ran a $50 million heroin operation. You funded the insurgency that killed American soldiers. You poisoned thousands of people with drugs. He looks at you. Tell me your story. From the beginning. You stare at him. You've been through this before. Dozens of times. Different officers. Same questions. Always the same questions. You're tired. You don't care anymore. You say, I never wanted this. None of us did. You want my story?
Fine.
I'll tell you. But you won't understand. Because you don't understand Afghanistan. You never did. He leans back. Try me. You close your eyes. The memories flood back. 23 years. A lifetime. You begin. 2001. You're 14 years old. Helmand Province, Afghanistan. Your village is called Sanjin. Population maybe 300 people. Your father is Haji Nazir. Village elder. Respected. He's a poppy farmer. Has been for 20 years. Opium poppies. Legal under Taliban rule. Afghanistan produces 90% of the world's opium. Your province, Helmand, produces 90% of Afghanistan's opium. Your father has 3 hectares. Small farm. But enough. Your family. Father. Mother. Your brother Yusuf, 12 years old. Your sister Zara, 9, and Layla, 6. Your mother is pregnant. 5th child. Your family lives in a mud brick compound. No electricity. No running water. But you have food. You have shelter. You have each other. You're poor. But you're alive. September 2001. Everything changes. The Taliban issue a decree. Ban on opium. Completely. All poppy cultivation illegal.
But
they're trying to gain international recognition. Trying to look legitimate. They want the United Nations to recognize their government. So they ban opium. Despite the fact that 90% of farmers in Helmand grow poppies. Despite the fact that wheat pays $400 per hectare and poppies pay $4,000. Your father's crop is half-grown. Planted in November 2000. Ready to harvest in May 2002. 6 months away. The Taliban commander comes to your village. His name is Mullah Omar. Not the leader. A different Mullah Omar. Local commander. He gathers all the farmers. He says, the Islamic Emirate has banned opium. It's haram. Forbidden. You have 3 days to destroy your crops. Plant wheat. Those who refuse will be punished. Your father stands. Commander, we'll starve. Wheat doesn't pay enough. We can't feed our families on wheat. Mullah Omar replies, then you'll starve piously. 3 days. He leaves. Your father goes home. He's conflicted. He's a devout Muslim. He believes in Islamic law. But he also has a family. 5 children, soon to be 6. He prays.
thinks.
He decides. He will not destroy the crop. He'll harvest it. One last time. Then switch to wheat. He just needs this harvest to survive the transition. October 15, 2001. 8 days after the US invasion begins. The Taliban haven't been defeated yet. They're still in control in Helmand. Mullah Omar returns. With 10 fighters. They go to your father's field. See the poppies. Still growing. Your father hasn't destroyed them. Mullah Omar is furious. You disobeyed. You chose sin over obedience. Your father pleads. I have 5 children. A pregnant wife. I need this harvest. Then I'll plant wheat. I swear. Mullah Omar shakes his head. Too late. They drag your father to the village square. Everyone is forced to watch. You're 14. You're held back by your uncles. Your father is forced to kneel. Mullah Omar pulls out a knife. Your father is beheaded. In front of the entire village. In front of you. In front of your mother. In front of your siblings. His head rolls in the dirt. Blood everywhere. Your mother screams. Collapses. You try to run to him. Your uncles hold you. Mullah Omar holds up your father's head. This is what happens to those who disobey Allah's law. Your mother is 9 months pregnant. The shock sends her into labor. She's taken home. The village midwife tries to help. But there's no hospital. No doctor. No medical equipment. Your mother hemorrhages. She and the baby die. November 3, 2001. 18 days after your father. You're 14 years old. You're now the head of the family. You have 3 siblings. Yusuf 12. Zardat 9. Layla 6. Winter is coming. You have no parents. No money. No food. No crop. The poppies your father died for? Destroyed by the Taliban after his execution. The irony. October 7, 2001. The United States invades Afghanistan. 8 days before your father is killed. By December, the Taliban government collapses. They flee. The new Afghan government, backed by the US, doesn't ban opium. Chaos. No rules. Opium is legal again. If your father had waited just 8 days, he'd be alive. You think about this every day. For the rest of your life, age 14 to 17, 2002 to 2005, you have a choice. Starve. Or grow poppies. The thing that killed your father. You choose survival. You plant poppies. November 2002. Your first crop. You don't know what you're doing. Your father taught you basics. But you were 14. You weren't paying close attention. You make mistakes. But the crop grows. Opium poppies are resilient. Hardy. They thrive in Helmand's climate. May 2003. Harvest. You score the bulbs. Shallow cuts. The sap oozes out. You collect it. Dark brown. Sticky. Raw opium. You get 30 kilograms. You sell it to a local trader. $100 per kilogram. $3,000 total. More money than you've ever seen. You pay off debts. Buy food for a year. Clothes for your siblings. Medicine. You have money left over. You save it. For emergencies. For Zara's and Layla's dowry someday. The new Taliban emerges. They didn't disappear. They regrouped. By 2003, they're back. Especially in Helmand. But they're different now. Hypocrites. They encourage opium. They tax farmers. 10%. But Islamic agricultural tax. You pay $300 a year. To the Taliban. The same group that killed your father for growing poppies. You're paying them with money from the crop that got him killed. The irony is unbearable. But you have no choice. If you refuse, they'll kill you too. 2004, U.S. Marines arrive. Operation Mountain Thrust. They set up a base 5 kilometers from your village. They patrol. They see the poppy fields. Everywhere. They're shocked. One captain, Captain Rodriguez, comes to your village. He gathers the farmers. We're here to help you. Destroy your poppies. We'll give you wheat seeds. Fertilizer. We'll pay you to stop growing opium. The farmers laugh. Not openly. But inside. You speak up. You're 16. Captain, wheat pays $400 per hectare. Poppies pay $4,000. Will you feed my family? Will you pay my siblings' school fees? Will you pay for my sister's weddings? The captain looks uncomfortable. We're not here to negotiate. Poppies fund the Taliban. You're helping terrorists. You reply, the Taliban killed my father for growing poppies. Now they force me to grow them. You want me to destroy them and starve. Who is helping me? Captain Rodriguez has no answer. He leaves. The Marines don't destroy the crops. Not yet. They focus on fighting the Taliban. The poppies keep growing. You keep selling. The money keeps coming. And you keep surviving. Age 17 to 19, 2005 to 2007, you learn processing. Raw opium to morphine base. Simple chemistry. Opium plus lime plus ammonium chloride plus heat equals morphine. Morphine base sells for $300 per kilogram. 3 times the price of raw opium. You buy opium from 10 neighboring farmers. You process it in a mud brick lab. Your compound. You make $10,000 a year now. You're 17. You're rich by Hellman standards. Your brother Yusuf is 15. He's angry. Radicalized. The Americans killed Uncle Abdullah. In an airstrike. Remember. You do remember. 2006, a wedding in the next village. U.S. airstrike. Targeting Taliban. Hit the wedding. 37 dead. Mostly civilians. Including your uncle. Yusuf continues, the Taliban are fighting the occupation. They're heroes. Mujahideen. Like against the Soviets. You shake your head. Yusuf, the Taliban killed our father. Have you forgotten? He spits. Father was a fool. He should have obeyed. He died because he was weak. You realize. You're losing him. He's being recruited. By the ideology. By the anger. By the need to fight. You try to reach him. But he won't listen. He's too far gone. Your sisters. Zara is 14. Layla is 11. No school. The Taliban banned girls' education. They work in the fields. Help with processing. You're saving money for their dowries. $5,000 each. Tradition. Bride price in Pashtun culture. Only way to get that money. More opium. Age 19, June 2007, June 12, 2007. 11 p.m. You're asleep. A sound wakes you. But explosion. Close. You run outside. The sky is orange. Flames. Your neighbor's house. 200 meters away. It's burning. People screaming. You run toward it. Other villagers are already there. The house is destroyed. Completely. A wedding celebration. 50 people inside. Now it's rubble. You help dig. Looking for survivors. You find bodies. Women. Children. Mangled. Burnt. Unrecognizable. You count. 23 dead. Your hands are covered in blood. Your clothes. Your face. You're in shock. Someone grabs you. Hamid. Zar was here. She was visiting. Your sister. Zar. 14 years old. You search frantically. You find her. Buy her bracelet. The one you gave her. For her birthday. Her face is gone. Shrapnel. She's dead. You carry her body home. You wash her. Tradition. Prepare her for burial. You're numb. This is the second family member you've buried. Third if you count the baby. The funeral is the next day. The entire village attends. Taliban commander attends too. Propaganda. He gives a speech. See? The Americans kill innocent Muslims. They call us terrorists. But who is terrorizing whom? Join us. Fight the occupation. Avenge your families. Yusuf joins the Taliban that day. Age 17. You try to stop him. Yusuf, this is not the way. Fighting will only get you killed. He pushes you away. What is your way? Selling opium? At least I fight. At least I have honor. He leaves. You don't see him for years. You're 19 years old. Your father was beheaded by the Taliban. Your mother died in childbirth. Your sister was killed by a U.S. drone. Your brother joined the Taliban. You have one sibling left. Layla. 12 years old. You're alone. And all you have is opium. Rank 4, Taliban middleman age 19 to 22, 2007 to 2010. The Taliban don't recruit you with ideology. They recruit you with money. By 2007, the Taliban are a narco-insurgency. They control the opium trade. They need educated people. You can read, right? Do math. Rare in rural Helmand. They offer you a job. Middleman. Between farmers and Pakistani buyers. Salary, $500 a month plus 5% commission. You'll make $30,000 a year. You don't join because you believe. You join because you need money. Layla needs to eat. Needs clothes. Needs a dowry someday. And if you refuse, they'll kill you. So you accept. Your job: collect opium from 100 farmers in your district. The Taliban tax is already collected by commanders. You buy opium at $120 per kilogram. Sell to Pakistani ISI agents at $150 per kilogram. Your 5% equals $30 per transaction. You move 1,000 kilograms per month. $30,000 monthly commission. You're funding the group that killed your father. Funding the group your brother fights for. Funding the insurgency killing U.S. soldiers. Funding terrorism. But you're also feeding Layla. Clothing her. Protecting her. Saving for her future. You tell yourself it's survival, not choice. Survival, age 22 to 24, 2010 to 2012, you're promoted. The Taliban trust you. You're efficient. Quiet. Don't ask questions. New job: smuggle opium across the Pakistan border. Chaman border crossing. Spin Boldak, Afghanistan to Quetta, Pakistan. Pakistani border guards are paid off by ISI, Pakistan's intelligence agency. You cross with 500 kilogram loads. In trucks. Hidden under vegetables. Grain. Carpets. You meet ISI Colonel Mahmood. Pakistani military intelligence. Late 40s. Professional. He says, you're smart, educated, trustworthy. We need people like you. Work for us directly. Not the Taliban. We'll pay you $100,000 a year. You ask, why? He smiles. The Taliban are useful. They fight the Americans. They destabilize Afghanistan. That's good for Pakistan. We fund them. Through opium. You'll help us. Move product. Manage logistics. Protect shipments. You accept. $100,000 a year. Generational wealth. Layla can marry well. $10,000 dowry. Best in the province. You can retire after 3 years. Leave this life. Just 3 years, you tell yourself. Then I'm done. Yusuf. Your brother. You see him occasionally. Taliban meetings. He's a fighter now. Age 20. Cold. Violent. He's killed people. Americans. Afghan police. Collaborators. You try to talk to him. He won't listen. You're a drug dealer. I'm a mujahid. We're not the same. You've lost him. Completely. Age 24 to 26, 2012 to 2014, you moved to Quetta, Pakistan. You oversee a heroin lab. Converting morphine base to heroin. Morphine base plus acetic anhydride equals heroin. Final product sells for $1,500 per kilogram. 15 times the price of raw opium. You're managing a $10 million monthly operation. You're 24 years old. You're wealthy now. Nice house in Quetta. Servants. Cars. Layla is with you. 19 years old. Beautiful. Educated. You hired private tutors. She can read. Right? Speak English. She's engaged. Good match. Educated family. $12,000 dowry paid. Wedding planned for 2015. But you feel guilt. You're producing poison. Heroin that kills people. American teenagers overdosing in Ohio. Russian addicts in Moscow. European junkies in Amsterdam. You see photos sometimes. News articles. Bodies. Families destroyed. You tell yourself, they choose to use. Not my problem. But you know better. You're complicit. You're a murderer. Just indirect. Slow. But still a murderer. The DEA is investigating. U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration. They're tracking the network. They have informants. Surveillance. They're building a case. You know this. Everyone knows. But you're in Pakistan. They can't touch you. Yet, age 26, August 2014, August 2014. Layla's wedding is planned. She wants to have it in your home village. Tradition. She wants to be married near your father's grave. Your mother's grave. Zara's grave. For blessings. You warn her. Layla, it's dangerous. Afghanistan is at war. Have the wedding in Pakistan. Safe. She insists. I want our family there. Even if they're dead. I want their blessings. You relent. You hire security. Taliban. Ironically, to protect her. August 18, 2014. Layla travels to the village. With her fiancé. His family. 20 people. You stay in Pakistan. Business. You'll join them in 3 days. For the wedding. August 19, 2014. 3. Your phone rings. Unknown number. You answer. A voice says, Hamid. Your sister is dead. You freeze. What? The voice continues. Taliban attack. Rival faction. Looking for your brother Yusuf. They came to your compound. Layla was there. They thought she was Yusuf's sister. She is. They killed her. Revenge. Pashtun tribal code. I'm sorry. You drive to Afghanistan. 8 hours. You arrive at the village. You see her body. She's wearing her wedding dress. Tradition. Try it on before the wedding. Bullet holes in her chest. 5 bullets. She's 21 years old. 3 days before her wedding. You've buried your father. Your mother. Your sister Zar. Now Layla. Your entire family. You're 26 years old. Alone. The funeral. You bury her next to the others. 4 graves. Your whole family. Yusuf doesn't attend. He's fighting in Kandahar. You send him a message. He replies, she died shaheed. Martyr. Inshallah, she's in paradise. You realize. You've lost him completely. He's gone. And you're alone. Age 26 to 28, 2014 to 2016, you don't quit. You escalate. But no family left to protect. No reason to be cautious. Pure nihilism. Money is meaningless. Life is meaningless. Only thing left, power. Control. Domination. Something to fill the void. ISI Colonel Mahmood is arrested. Corruption scandal. Pakistani government pressure. You're promoted. You run the entire Quetta operation. 50 employees. $50 million annual revenue. You're making $500,000 a year. You don't care. You don't spend it. It just accumulates. You live like a ghost. Mansion in Quetta. No friends. No family. Just work. You're 28 years old. You look 50. Gray hair. Sunken eyes. Gaunt. Thin. You don't eat. Don't sleep. Nightmares every night. Your father's beheading. Your mother's death. Zara's face. Layla in her wedding dress. Blood. Always blood. Age 29, January 2017. The DEA and Pakistani police raid your compound. January 15, 2017. 5 a.m. 50 agents. Helicopters. Armored vehicles. You don't resist. You're arrested. Charges. International drug trafficking, conspiracy, money laundering, terrorism financing. Taliban connection. Facing life in U.S. federal prison. The DA offers a deal. Testify against ISI Colonel Mahmood. Others in the network. Witness protection in the USA. 10 years instead of life. You refuse. He's already arrested. What's the point? Real reason, you're tired. You don't want witness protection. You don't want to live. You want it to end. They transfer you to U.S. custody. But not federal prison. Guantanamo Bay. Enemy combatant. Taliban connection. No trial. No lawyer. Indefinite detention. Age 29 to 37, 2017 to 2024, present. 2024, 7 years in Guantanamo. Orange jumpsuit. Number 4479. You finish your story. The CIA officer stares at you. He says, you know what I don't understand? You weren't ideological. You hated the Taliban. They killed your father. Why did you help them? You lean forward. Because you gave me no choice. Taliban killed my father for growing poppies. Then Taliban forced me to grow poppies. Your military destroyed my uncle in an airstrike. Your drone killed my sister at a wedding. What was I supposed to do? Starve? I chose survival. Like everyone else. And survival in Afghanistan means opium. The officer interrupts. You funded terrorism. You laugh. Bitter. Who funded the Mujahideen in the 1980s? You did. Against Soviets. Who protected opium fields from 2001 to 2021? Your military did. Because the warlords you supported grew poppies. You created this system. I just lived in it. The officer is silent. You continue. My father, mother, 2 sisters. All dead. My brother is Taliban. Probably dead too. My entire family destroyed. By Taliban. By you. By this war. By opium. The same crop that's been grown in Helmand for 200 years. Nothing changed except the bodies. And I'm one of them. A living corpse. You can keep me here forever. Doesn't matter. I died in 2014 when they killed Layla. This is just my body. Walking. Breathing. Waiting to stop. The officer closes the file. Do you regret it? You think. Long pause. Regret requires choice. I had none. Just survival. And even that wasn't a choice. It was a reflex. Like breathing. You don't choose to breathe. You just do. Until you stop. I'm waiting to stop. The officer stands. Leaves. The guards take you back to your cell. You sit on the bunk. Stare at the wall. You think about your father. October 15, 2001. The day Taliban beheaded him. If he'd waited 8 days. Just 8 days. The US would have invaded. Taliban would have fallen. Opium would be legal again. He'd be alive. Everything would be different. You whisper. In Pashto. I'm sorry, father. I became the thing that killed you. I funded them. I helped them. I became them. Forgive me. No answer comes. Just silence. And the sound of the ocean. Guantanamo Bay. Prisoner 4479. Indefinite detention. Forever. Until you stop breathing. And finally, the waiting ends.